So you just saw this yo-yo stuff on TikTok and on YouTube and on everywhere, and it's kind of blowing up. So you decide to get yourself a yo-yo. So you get it and you throw it down, and no matter what you do, it does not want to come back up. So right now you're starting to think, oh shoot, what a waste of money. I don't know how to work a yo-yo. What a piece of trash. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to do this trick, on how to get it back up to your hand. So this trick is called the bind, and basically what it is a almost a little knot. But it's not quite a knot because it comes back out, but it's what the yo-yo players use to get a yo-yo back up to their hand after finishing their trick. So if you can't bind, then that makes it basically impossible to do anything with yo-yo. It makes it a single-use thing. So if you would like to learn how, well, grab yourself a yo-yo and let's get into the tutorial. Okay, and so first things first, you're going to want to grab yourself an unresponsive yo-yo. That means a yo-yo that does not come back up to your hand. So in an unresponsive yo-yo, this gap is a little bit bigger. And so you can see that it makes it to where it doesn't tug back up right when you pull on the string. You need to do that bind to get it back up. Really important that the string's coming off in the top in this slant motion so that when you throw it down, then the yo-yo is going to be spinning forward so that you can do this trick. So first of all, you're going to want to get a nice straight throw. So to do that, you have to form a muscle with your arm. And then you have to release the yo-yo using your wrist to flick it for the spin. Then you'll get a nice straight throw. You want to focus on keeping that arm straight for it to stay as straight as possible when you throw it down. So let me just do that again. You have this whipping motion with your wrist. Then as soon as it's spinning, then you are going to be able to perform the bind. So you flick that wrist, and you don't need a lot of power from the arm or a lot of downward motion. You don't need to stretch your arm all the way to the ground. As long as you have that flick in the wrist, then you've got everything good. Okay, so congratulations with that first step. Once you got everything consistent, it's time to go on to this next part. So after the throw, you're going to take your finger and you're going to put it in front of the string. Just take that pointer finger on the other hand, the opposite hand that you threw it with, put it right there. Then you're going to wrap your hand under the yo-yo. So we'll see this again in a second. You take it, you put your finger in front of the string, you wrap it around, then you're going to get where that knot is on your middle finger, and you're going to put it under the yo-yo. Then once it's there, you'll just lower the string as you're raising your throw hand a little bit, and it'll bind right up. So that is the basics of the bind. So you throw it down, and as you're lowering that one string, and you're following through with it, then it'll come back up to your hand. So here we've got a slow-mo. So you see I wrap my middle finger right underneath the yo-yo there. So it goes kind of onto this mount with the two strings coming out the back and the one string connecting to your finger. So once you're there in that mount, then you're going to lower it down. And you can see my other hand follow through. So keep an eye on my left hand. It goes right past the yo-yo and into the gap. So one thing that you can do is cross over your hands to make it even easier with catching. So when you cross over your hands, it's more likely to actually grab on and come back up. So that can help a lot when learning. So cross over your hands, lower one side, and pull up the other. So one really common mistake is not lowering your hand in a consistent, fast-ish motion. So what happens if you do it really slow, then it just jolts up to your hand like that. And that leaves a nasty tail on there, and when you end up going to throw the yo-yo again, then it won't go down completely. So you end up with this really ugly situation. So you really want to make sure that you follow through with your hand. It's kind of hard to explain, but your other hand almost touches the yo-yo. It goes into the gap and almost touches the gap of the yo-yo. So yeah, another thing that you do not want to do is going way too far from the gap of the yo-yo when you lower your hand. So if you're going more out than down, then it's not really going to grab either. So you want to lower it steadily. So yeah, that'll take you far on your yo-yoing journey, and I hope everyone enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to comment them down below, or if you have any suggestions. As always, stay tuned for more content, and, well, enjoy your yo-yoing. If you have any interest in kendama or speed cubing too, this is the channel for you. Thank you. Bye.